My name's Bruce Newlands, I'm the chair of the Inverclyde Shed, and we are filming today to talk about the difficulties that the sheds have faced during the lockdown. We locked down fairly early in the lockdown guidelines and found it quite difficult keeping in touch with all our members and keeping them connected. One of the things we did is we immediately started up a regular Zoom meeting where different members could log in from their own homes. We could have a blether over a cup of tea, sort out shed business, and really try and connect and really introduce ourselves to new members as well, because it gave new members an opportunity to perhaps come along without the kind of pressure of kind of just walking into the shed. That worked for quite a while. We called it the virtual shed, but we found that there was quite a gulf, particularly in some of the age groups. Some of the older members found it difficult to connect via the digital technology, and others just didn't have the habit of doing it, and others fell out of the habit of doing it. So we looked at another way, or hitting another demographic, which was the digital shed. In addition to the digital shed, what we did was develop our virtual shed to incorporate a carving club. So we found that the regular meetings were fine, but members were looking for things to do. So what we did is we got hold of carving kits, we got hold of some books and tutorials that would show people how to do things, and we handed them out to members that were interested. Those members started, some of them were complete newbies to carving, but got involved. We had a few more experienced members that tutored them and helped them along on their journey of learning about carving. And what we've now got is they talk regularly by WhatsApp, so they've got a kind of chat group where they swap notes, they spot bits of driftwood on the beach and they tell each other where the wood is so they can go and collect it. And they also have a regular weekly Zoom meeting where again they can just have an informal chat over a cup of tea and talk about carving. And we found it's quite successful. It's attracted new members and it's kept older members connected, so it's been quite a successful thing. But again, the main challenge has been digital technology. There's been a clear gulf, mainly to do with age and ability to kind of use IT and willingness to use the IT as well. And that's been difficult for us to bridge. During lockdown, the one part of the shed's premises that we've been able to keep open has been the Shore Street community gardens. So it's provided a really useful external space for respite. We're next to a garden called the George Wiley Garden, and we've noticed that a lot of members of the public have been using that just for a bit of time out, a little bit of fresh air, a bit of exercise. It's dog walkers, so it's been a great way for the shed to keep a public face, to be facing the public and to be meeting the public and encouraging people to come and join us. The garden has also been productive in terms of the shed has used it to try and support vulnerable and elderly people by producing a weekly fresh harvest of vegetables that we deliver to elderly and sheltered homes. Thankfully, we're close to opening up our physical sheds again now. We've been reorganising them busily. Our secretary, John Cook's been extremely busy getting things organised in a COVID-safe way. As you can see behind me, we've got new tool boards set up, new working spaces that are COVID-safe in terms of social distancing. And as a board, we're looking at different ways to operate in a safe way. Probably will mean restricted numbers and perhaps people giving us a heads up of when they're going to visit so we can manage numbers and supervisors as well. But we're all very excited that we're going to get back to some degree of normality in the coming weeks. Moving forward, we've been working in the background as well on a much larger premises at East Blackhall Street. We sometimes refer to it as the Big Shed. So it's a lot bigger than our current premises, and though we're about to start work, we hope it'll be ready kind of early 2022. It should provide a lot more space for safe COVID working as well, social distancing, and allow us to look at all sorts of new projects, larger projects, group projects, things like boat building, large-scale planters, and kind of bringing back together some of the digital technology things that we set up previously. So we're hoping that going forward, we've got a very, very strong approach to how we do things.